The 20 surviving hostages in Gaza are now back with their families after more than 2 years in captivity as people across the state of Israel celebrate this long anticipated U.S. brokered peace deal. And for the next step in these peace talks, leaders in that region gathered in Egypt to discuss the future for peace in the Middle East. However, notably absent from those talks is Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, who is not participating in those discussions. He says in observance of the Jewish holiday Simchat Torah, his foreign minister defended that decision to our Tony DeCopel earlier this morning.
Let's not exaggerate. It's important. It demonstrates goodwill of so many countries who want to contribute, who wants to help. But things will not be determined in that summit.
And CBS News national security contributor Sam Vinograd joins us now. Sam, thanks so much for being here on this incredibly momentous day. As we've just discussed, though, this is just phase one in this peace deal. What does it mean for security in the region at this point in time? And everyone's asking the question of what happens next.
Well, just to level set, this is an incredible day. Even if everything stopped here, we have the last remaining living hostages home, remains of many others home. We have more aid flowing into Gaza. And for the first time in over 2 years, we have a ceasefire holding. The summit in Sharm el-Sheikh was, we hope, a first step towards the reconstruction of Gaza, the disarmament of Hamas, and eventually, we hope, the ability for Israel and the Palestinian people in Gaza and the West Bank to live side by side. There is a lot more work to do, certainly, but hopefully today was a first step.
Absolutely. Sam, important to note how incredible the day is as is, but how can the Palestinian people achieve becoming this independent, sovereign nation that does not threaten Israel is what so many are also asking. And what needs to happen to make that come to fruition?
Well, decades of negotiations have unfortunately failed to create a two-state solution. And the reason for that is the ability for Israel to agree to what Hamas wants and the Palestinian people and vice versa. But at the same time, one of the biggest outstanding issues has been the lack of an entity that is able to govern the Palestinian people in Gaza and the West Bank, and then ultimately for that entity to make a deal with Israel on mutually agreed upon borders. Now, in this immediate moment, the threats to Israel, we hope, from Hamas have been neutralized, not to mention from many of the other Iranian proxies in the region that have been activated, not just over the past few years, but for decades. So in this moment, we hope that the threats to Israel's security have diminished, not just in the near term, but hopefully in the medium and long term too, while importantly, as our colleague Deborah Pata has pointed out, the Palestinian people are getting some of the very critically needed aid that they have lacked for so long.
The start of a new chapter, so many are hoping. Sam Vinograd, thank you very much.